Hello, sporty people, and welcome back to the Sporty Side Up. Yes, the first round of games have been played for African teams, and right now we're going to tell you how they fared. Plus, we'll get to tell you how Morocco created an unlikely, or if you'd like, an unwanted record. Let's get into it. So, after first round of actions at the ongoing FIFA Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia, African teams have fallen short of expectations. Of the 32 teams at the tournament, Africa represented 4 countries. Those countries were adjudged the best based on their performance at the Women's African Cup of Nations held last year, that is the WAFCON. South Africa won the WAFCON for the first time in their history. They beat Morocco in the final, while Zambia were the third best placed team at the tournament, which held last year. Zambia, by the way, defeated Nigeria in the third place playoff. But in New Zealand and Australia, the reverse is the case, with all the teams except Nigeria managing to avoid defeat. We'll begin with the Super Falcons, who are in Group B. They held Olympic champions Canada to a goalless draw, courtesy of the wonders by goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie. She pulled up an excellent double save from a penalty spot to deny Canada's Christine Sinclair. That feat earned her Nigeria's saviour status, yes, after that first game, and she was awarded the MVP for that encounter. A major downside for the Falcons in that game was the sending off of Deborah Abiodun. Yeah, she was first given a yellow card, then after VAR review, she was given a red card for a tackle on Ashley Lawrence. By the way, this is the first red card of the entire tournament in New Zealand and Australia, and that is a big blow for Nigeria, as Deborah Abiodun will not be featured in their next game against Australia on Thursday. I hope the Super Falcons can move past this red card for Abiodun. Well, moving on to debutants Zambia, they came up next. They stood no chance against their opening game opponent Japan in Group C. The Copper Girls were a shadow of the side that shocked Germany 3-2 barely 2 weeks to the start of the World Cup. They were demolished 5-0 by Japan, and to add salt to injury, Catherine Musonda was sent off for a second caution for a foul to give Japan a penalty for their 5th goal. I personally did not expect any less from the Asians. They are 2011 champions, for crying out loud, so you wouldn't expect anything less from them. But scoring 5 unreplied goals, wow, that's a fantastic result for the Asians. So that's it for the Zambians, who will go on to face another tough game in Spain. Well, all I can say for now is I wish them all the very best. We still have the South Africans and the Moroccans. To find out what record Morocco broke on their debut, please stay with us. From the Copper Queens to the Banyana of South Africa, yes, for the reigning African champions, they put up a good showing, but unfortunately, their efforts were not enough, as they ended up without a point after the first round of matches. South Africa in Group G are the only African team to register a goal at the tournament. They narrowly lost 2-1 to Sweden. They got the first goal. Unfortunately, Sweden came back from a goal down to win that game 2-1. They will be hoping to bounce back from the defeat when they take on desperate Argentina. Argentina also lost their first game to Italy. That game between Argentina and South Africa will take place on Friday. And for debutants Morocco, they were the biggest losers. They lost a whooping 6-0 to Germany in Group H. With 2 own goals, they probably are the first debut nation at the Women's World Cup to achieve this, not just in the opening game, but in one game, scoring 2 own goals in one game. I don't think I've heard that in this Women's World Cup. Please let me know if you've seen that. I tried to get info on that, but I could not. But if you have any details on that, please let me know. And those goals were courtesy of Hanane Ait El Haj and Yasmin Mrabet. If that is not worth making your book of records, maybe the fact that Germany recorded the tournament's largest ever win on their account, that should definitely make it in your books. Don't forget, that's the same Germany that lost to Zambia before the World Cup. Up next for the Lionesses of Morocco is South Korea. They are facing a daunting task for sure. Do you think they can pull off at least a draw, or they could go on to shock South Korea in the World Cup and maybe end up in the next round of this tournament? Remember, their male counterpart shocked the world when they reached the semi-finals of the Men's World Cup in Qatar. Please let me know what you think in the comment section, and about these other teams, how far do you think they will go in this tournament? Will they get beyond the group stage? I personally do not think all the African teams will get beyond the group stage, but at least for Nigeria and South Africa, we'll see the groups shape up after the next round of games. Until our next video, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and if you want more of this, please hit the notification bell. Until then, see ya!